This video will demonstrate using asset groups as both scanning and reporting targets, as well as using asset groups to assign host access privileges to Qualys user accounts. We'll begin with an example of using asset groups as a scanning target, followed by using asset groups as the source of a report, and finish up with an example of using asset groups to assign host access privileges. Here in the Vulnerability Management application, I'll navigate to the Scans tab to launch a new scan. When using an asset group as your scanning target, the default scanner appliance setting depends on how the target asset group is configured. Adding one or more scanner appliances to an asset group and designating a default scanner will impact the use of the default scanner appliance option. For this scan, I'll use the Qualys external scanner pool. With the Assets radio button selected, here under Choose Target Hosts, I'll use the drop-down menu to add one or more asset groups as my scanning target. Add or remove asset groups to match your intended target. The Select link provides another way to view and select target asset groups. Even though I'm using an asset group as my target, I can still exclude one or more host assets from this scan using the Exclude IPs option. By default, the IP addresses of agent host assets will not appear as part of your scanning subscription. The option to temporarily add agent addresses to your scanning subscription will appear if you install Qualys Cloud Agent on a host, and it will allow you to include agent host assets in your list of scanning targets. With the appropriate target selected, I'll click the Launch button. My scan is now queued and will begin running in a moment. When at least one vulnerability scan has been successfully completed, you can navigate to the Reports tab to build a custom report that helps you analyze your scan findings and distribute these findings to the appropriate patching and mitigation teams. For this example, I'll create a patch report. Here under Report Source, I'll use the drop-down menu to add one or more asset groups as the source of my report. When selecting asset groups, simply consider your target audience. If this report targets the Windows patch team, the Windows asset group becomes the most logical choice as the report source. Selecting the asset group that provides the best fit for your target audience will keep the focus of your report on the intended assets, while precluding other host data from adding report noise and complexity. I'll click Run to build a patch report for the targeted asset group. When creating or modifying a Qualys user account, click Asset Groups to view or edit the host assets a user can access. Presently, this user with a scanner role does not have any asset groups in his account. Only by adding one or more asset groups will this user be able to launch scans or create reports. It's typically a good idea to allocate only the necessary access privileges a user needs to do their job, without exceeding their required access needs. You should avoid using the asset group All for allocating access privileges to users, and instead build custom asset groups designed for this purpose. Thank you for watching this Qualys training video.